Pisces, hey, I'm doing a mid-March reading just to kind of check in and see how everyone's doing. These are new for me. This is going to be an every month thing, roughly around the 15th going forward, maybe a little bit early, or depending on when I have some open time to do this. But I'm adding this into my reading schedule for YouTube, so you're the first sign that gets a mid-March reading. I went back over your reading from March, and my God, it really is a big month for you guys, especially with Saturn moving into your house. Let's pull you guys some cards and see what else the universe might have to say. I feel like the universe said a lot for you guys for March. Devil. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. 10 of Cups. And 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. That's funny, you had the Queen of Cups on the last reading for March. Let's see. All right, so with this Devil card, I feel like some of you are kind of really having to look at any like addictions you might have, anything that might be lingering in the background that kind of, you feel like maybe it has a hold on you sometimes. For some of you, this might be a relationship that you might feel like there's someone that tries to pull your strings a lot, like tries to maybe control you. I feel like that's not something that you're really into at this point, is the control thing from someone else. So I feel like if this is a relationship for you, I feel like it's something that's phasing out in the not too distant future. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is looking at, actually for some of you, what just popped into my head is that you're looking at how you deal with things. Is there something that you kind of like default back to when you're kind of scared or you're worried or something? Whatever your coping mechanism is for dealing with fear or stress or anxiety or just not knowingness, whatever you're defaulting back to, I feel like you're looking at that more. You have the 10 of Cups here. I feel like a lot of you have been through a great amount of difficulty, but this is something that you needed to go through in order to get to where you are now. Okay, everything has its place and everything in its place. And if you are proud of who you are now and you're proud of like the things you're doing now, you kind of have to own what you've done before and see it from a place that's constructive, because you kind of have to love all of you, all the parts of you, even the sections of life where you weren't really sure, or you might have been going down a path that was a little unsavory. The 10 of Cups reminds us that there is a great fortune available to us, but there is a certain amount of difficulty that we go through in order to get there. We also have the Page of Pentacles. With this card, I feel like I know in your March reading, I said to you guys that you like had something new, some idea, something that you've been working on in the background that you're really bringing out this month. You're going to start to. There might be a little, like I said, there might be a little fear wrapped around that. I feel like for some of you, you're not quite sure what you want, like not quite sure your words or what you're going to say with this. Like maybe you're just struggling with the confidence to like go forward with what like, and you don't want it to be like a fake it till you make it kind of vibe. I'm getting that off of this card. You also have the 7 of Cups. With the 7 of Cups, I'm feeling like you have a few, like, there are a few things that you're doing, and one of them is the one that you feel the most called to, but there's something else, or like maybe a few other things that, maybe is something that you used to do, that you felt comfortable doing, that, you felt like you had an identity with, but it's something that wasn't meant to last. It's like there's a tower there. I feel like the tower is there on this card, representing what, you know, could happen if you, like, if you kind of stay where you are almost. It's going to end up towering out of your life anyways. So I feel like it's really going for what you feel is calling to you the most and what really lights you up, even if it's not something that's providing for you at this time. I know that can be tough, and that's probably why it's been in the background, you know? That's why there's this cloudy background that I feel like you've been doing something in the background. And you also have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're really focusing on your emotions and keeping yourself more stable. I feel like the stability of that Saturn's bringing in for you is just forcing you to kind of look at your emotions more and like where those come from, what they stem from, and like what decisions you might have made to make those feelings a part of your energy, you know? Three of Wands. I did warn you guys about sitting there waiting for something to come in for you, and I do feel that energy of like sitting and waiting, and you gotta be able to take your attention and your focus off of like whatever you're waiting for to come in. I feel like this has to do with you guys' finances or something financial. You know, maybe there's something that you... like maybe your bills are just kind of been a pain in the ass, and, you know, you've been kind of between two things, and there's a little bit of fear wrapped around this stuff. I also have the Star. I feel like what you really want to do is go towards your dreams and go towards, like, what you've been wishing for. This is, like, what you've been wishing for. But it still can be difficult to walk away from the things that, you know, gave us structure and gave us a foundation. I totally get that. Page of Cups. Yeah, I think some of you guys are being maybe a little too serious, you know, about a few things, maybe around like partnerships, relationships, something like that. You know, there is like, it is good to be serious in some regards, but it's also good to be playful and fun and excuse me, not to take things so heavy. I feel like there's like this heaviness on you guys at this moment. Judgment. Yeah, I feel like you guys are making a decision about like you're leaving something behind, something that really doesn't serve you. You might be leaving a few things behind that don't serve you, or just changing up your routines to make space for this, because if something is really something that calls to you, you know, you're just going to keep going for it anyways. If it's something that you love doing, you're just going to do it just for the sake of loving it. Okay? And I really feel like that's the decision that you're making right now. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like things are picking up for you again. I feel like you're getting more clarity around like what you really want, what you're really going towards, and I feel like there's more trust in yourself and what you're doing, that you'll have some protection. You know, the salamanders on the Knight of Wands robe, it represents protection from fire. So, like, I feel like you're understanding that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay, and everything always works out for you. I'm going to pull you guys a few cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Just a couple. What else the universe has to say. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're still working on that give and take portion of everything. You know, there are times when you might feel a little confused about when to give and take right now. I feel like that's part of the smoky, like, confusion that you have right now. Like, you're readjusting your boundaries, and I feel like you're seeing it from a different place, but sometimes it can feel a little confusing because you still love people and want to be there for them and want to, like, help them. But I feel like it's stepping back and really thinking of if it's really helping them or hurting them. Like, is providing for them, teaching them to fish, or giving them a fish, you know? I feel like that's the energy that you're coming through with. The Chariot. You had the Chariot in your last March reading. The Chariot is coming through again. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely going in a new direction. I feel like you're choosing this direction. Like, I don't feel like this cloudy energy sticks around for much longer. I feel like you're saying, you know, screw this, and I'm going towards it. You know, and you're going at it full force. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been juggling. You've been juggling a few things at once. You've been struggling between the new and what you'd have to leave behind. And sometimes that's hard. I totally get that. Three of Cups. You have the Three of Cups before. I do feel like this is having more fun. Okay? I feel like this is letting yourself have more fun. I feel like this is you understanding that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. And it's okay to have fun. It's okay to not be so serious all the time. Knight of Pentacles. This might be a slow process for you. This shift over to this new thing that you're doing, this thing that you brought out of the background, this thing that you're going towards, this thing that you're choosing. I feel like you're going to see progress. Like, you might see, like, financial progress with it, but I feel like it's going to be it might be slow, you know, and that might be why you're still holding on to this other thing, why you're still juggling these two things. You know, I should take this advice myself. I was born at night and I'm a Pisces moon in my 3rd house, so hell yeah. This totally resonates with me too. Oh my God. I'm going to pull you guys a couple cards from an oracle deck just to see if the universe has any last words for March. Pisces, mid-March reading 2023. Let's see what we get. Okay. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Yeah, you can't even get any clearer than that. You're meant to go towards this. You're meant to go towards what is really calling to you. And it's calling loud. Like, it is calling to you loud. And I feel like sometimes when these things call to you so loud, but you're in a place of being in between, like, it can be a scary time. And, like, there could be a lot of emotions that come up, especially with letting something go. The cow spirit, miracles are endless. I do feel like if you guys stop, like, staring at what you're waiting for to come in, the miracles can come in. It's just your eyes are too wide open, and like they're too, it's like there's a little bit of impatience there. The mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Yeah, right now is about taking care of the small things, okay? Getting your mind off the bigger picture, I feel like, you know, and this is just tending to the day-to-day stuff that you make sure you get done. And, you know, I know that can be tough sometimes, especially when you're in an emotional place and you're between two things and you're making big decisions and there's some cloudiness there and you're working on so much right now, guys. I totally understand. I get it. I feel that energy too. But I do feel like this is a great mid-March reading. It's just reinforcing what I was saying earlier in the month, you know, about this month. And I feel like you're going in the right direction, and it's just steadying yourself and your emotions and calming down your nervous system when you get scared, okay? And not being afraid of the great things that can come into your life, because that's what's on the other side of our fears is greatness. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys all again as soon as I can, okay? Have a great day and rest of March. Bye, guys.